Good morning, everyone. Today we're whipping a Ford Ranger. So this thing is new on the channel. It is a 2021 Ford Ranger Lariat. Right off the bat, we did a Fox 2.0 lift bubbling kit, which came with the rear struts in the back. We did spacers to bring the wheels out a little bit, and then we did a 3-inch MBRP catback exhaust. So let's get a cold start. Alright, now we're inside the Ranger Rover. This thing's nice. It's an expensive little truck. Expensive, cheap little truck, you know? Thing is already tuned by, I believe, 5-star tuning. Right now we're running an 87 performance tune, which actually has the most difference in driving. Stock, the truck comes with I believe 270 horsepower, 270 horsepower. That's probably to the crank. So now it's probably making closer to 320 crank, so maybe 300 wheel. It is a quick little scooting truck. 10-speed auto. Not much to it, just pretty basic little truck. Today I'm gonna get like an accurate fuel mileage rating for this thing, because this is what I'll be using it most for, is traveling long distance and just constantly driving. So far I've done one long drive in it and it was phenomenal, but that was before we did the tune and before we did the wheel spacers. I doubt any of that would change much, but never know. So we'll I'll fuel up here pretty soon, and then we'll get the most accurate rating for the fuel economy. This isn't going to be like, I know the Fastlane truck, they do a 100-mile loop and then they just go straight back and fill up. This is going to be more of a fill up, drive to the location, drive around, do whatever touristy thing you got to do, and then drive back, and then fill up, and we'll try it again to see what it was on the trip. We'll be able to see what the truck's trip meter says, but never know if that's actually true. So we're gonna find out today. Alright, we're filling up on good old 87 Bucky's. She's pretty low, so we'll see how much she takes. Alright, that was the first clip. 14 gallons. Wait a few seconds, and we're gonna do another clip. Alright. Alright, let's go on the road. Alright, back in the truck. So now I'm going to go ahead and reset trip 1. And we're going to get on the road. Let's go on the map. Alright, we got 146 miles to go. Let's see how consistent we can be on speed. Alright, we're on the road now. There's the guidance right there. I'm going to try and do 70 for the most part. Try and keep the cruise set at 70. Just keep it nice and consistent. See how far we can do it up there. But I know there is a lot of construction, so it'll probably be 65, 70. It'll probably be the average speed. We'll see what we're getting on the way up there. Alright, so we're about 75 miles into the trip so far. Right now I have the cruise set at 80 with the adaptive cruise control set. So far our trip meter says we're getting 21 miles to the gallon. So that's 71 miles to go. There's the adaptive cruise working right there. Go ahead and get over and let's speed back up. Been trying to stay consistent on the speed, but Austin and traffic doesn't really let you do that most effectively. But yeah, other than that, we've been smooth sailing. Smooth sailing, just cruising, doing the thing. Alright, we made it to Waco silos, Magnolia silos. Mileage 20.3, almost 150 miles on the trip meter. We were running like 80 for like the last 30-ish miles. But yeah, I don't think that affected our mileage at all. If anything, I think it made it a little bit better. But yeah, so now we're gonna go walk around here and I'll get our mileage on the way back. Alright, now we're about 50 miles out of the Magnolia silos in Waco. I believe there is more of a headwind going back down to where we're going, because our mileage is slowly dropping. It was at 20.4, I think, when we left. Now it's at 19.4, so slowly dropping. So far I still think it's doing pretty good for the speeds that we're running. 75, not too bad. Average speed limit in Texas. So yeah, just keep going and see what it does. Alright, we're at the same gas station we started at. That's the trip meter. 299.5 miles and 19.2 miles per gallon. As you see, we got pretty low on gas. Fuel reserve came on maybe 2-3 miles ago. So we'll see how much she takes. Calculate with that number. I think it did pretty good. First real like non-stop trip. I've done about the same distance, actually a similar distance, but I had a lot higher speed with a lot more wind. So I think we'll be doing a little bit better in this one because we didn't stop nearly as much for the first one as the first one, and it's also we're also more consistent with speed. That was the first click. Let's see how much it takes. Alright. Alright, so we went 299.5 miles. We're going to divide that by 16.6. Wow, worse than I thought. Way worse than I thought. Way off what I thought. I'm gonna say it's similar, almost 18. This was almost reading almost 18s also, so I would say it's pretty accurate, but 17.9 kind of sucks. But that's a real world test. Went almost 300 miles from New Braunfels to Waco and back. Speeds anywhere from 60 to 85. Just flowing with traffic depending on where we were. So I mean, that type of mileage is to be expected out of a lifted and tuned and whatever Ford Ranger. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, drop a like. If you have any more suggestions or anything you want to see, just drop that in the comments. Yeah, thank you for watching.